high-rise office. Rumi sat in a meeting room alone, a long table, a stack of contracts. Only Jinu and Mira were there. Jinu stood close behind a chair. Mira sat across with a calm face. A digital clock on the wall was running. The room was silent except the ticking. Jinu said the project was in crisis. All sets would freeze if she waited. Mira pushed one page to the front, marked in red, and told her to sign. The clock switched into countdown mode. 60 seconds started to fall. Rumi flipped pages she couldn't read fast. Text too small and packed too tight. Mira kept urging her to hurry. Jinu pressed a hand on her shoulder. The ticking grew louder each second. 10 seconds left on the screen. Mira pushed the pen into her hand. Jinu said, "This is everything." Heart pounding seconds, dropping no space to breathe. Final moment in his paper, decision sealed. The clock shut off as soon as she signed. Jinu removed his hand and stepped away. Mira collected every document. The screen lit up across the room. Ownership data refreshed instantly. Rumi's name disappeared from the files. Jinu's name replaced it all. Rumi understood she was trapped. She stood up and reached for the papers. Jinu blocked her without a word. Mira said everything was legal. Then both of them walked out. New contracts, celebration dinners. Money moved across accounts. Flash cameras, private parties. Champagne poured without doubt. Rumi stood outside a locked apartment. Keys rejected, access denied. The wind blew through her open hair. Nothing left but the night. Doors closed, phone silent, no help inside. Zoey didn't ask questions, stayed by her side. Zoey returned to the meeting room, found a video of the countdown press conference, slides by her side. Zoey returned to the meeting room, found the video of the countdown press conference, lights were flashing. Jinu spoke with confidence loud. Doors open, Rumi walked in. Zoey played the footage. Why the ticking echoed through the hall? Police stepped in from both sides. Rumi caked the forest with her team. Mira checked the gear and cameras. So we pitched the tent beside her. Sunlight filtered through the leaves. Rumi walked alone for water, knelt beside the flowing stream. Jinu jumped out from the thicket, grabbed her mouth and pulled her deep. Water falling on the soil, footprints dragging through the moss. Mira saw the scattered traces, knew immediately she was lost. Rumi taken through the shadows, so we called her through the trees. Only wind and birds responded, hiding where she couldn't see. Mira found the trail of clothing, noticed threads along the quack. The leaves were shaking, fear was rising, hope began to thin. Branches bending, roots dividing, pulling them within. Jinu locked her in an old shack, warned her not to make a sound. Rumi shook the wooden doorway, but the bar held solid ground. Mira spotted ripped fibers, so we marked each scuffed up trail. Mira found a torn cloth fragment, knew the route would never fail. When they reached the hidden cabin, so we stepped before the door. Mira circled through the bushes, ready for the forest floor. Jinu stepped outside suspicious, so we threw a stone aside. Mira cut the wooden fastener, Rumi pushed the door with might. Mira grabbed and held him firmly, so we helped to keep him down. Rumi sprinted from the shack, shadows, knowing he had lost this time. Rumi cried from fear and trembled, Zoey held her through the scare. Mira checked her for injuries, leaving all the dark back there. Rumi swam strongly through the trembling waves. Coaches praised every steady stroke she made. Zoey watched quietly from the distant sand, jealous pressure rising with each call. Rumi took break near the drying boards, left her goggles resting by the flags. Zoey swam outward toward the ocean buoys, shifted one marker, breaking the current path. Rumi dove back in and followed course, unaware, currents twisted by the change. Water pulled sharply at her kicking legs, dragging her straight toward the hidden reef. Mira saw the drift, grabbed her buoy, noticed one marker bouncing out of sequence, caught sight of Rumi sinking past the surface, then down again through the swell. Mira cut forward as the whitewash circled tight below, diving deep beneath the pool. Cold tide twisted through the reefside trench, foam rolled heavy across the waves. Mira pushed downward through the pressure dark, searching fast for Rumi's form. Shadows spiraled near the jagged rock. Mira found Rumi dragged against the flow. She kicked backward, breaking the spiral path, pulled Rumi firmly from the churning stream. Both rose upward through the crashing tide. Mira held Rumi steady at the top.
Are you okay?
Zoey stood frozen on the crowded shore, face pale, watching what she had caused. Mira guided Rumi toward a floating room, lifted her gently while her breath returned. Salt winds circled through the shaking air, warm relief settling in Mira's chest. They swam to the shore, past the foam, holding tight as lifeguards rushed to meet them. Soft sun flickered through the water shimmer, then out again to the sand. Rumi weakly while the tide still echoed in her ears. Zoey crying near the tideline edge. Warm
It
breeze
really
drifted
is.
through the
I'm glad we came.
fading light. Footprints softened across the shore.